Everybody, today we bring you the SCRIM of all time between Auburn Career Center and North Royalton. Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm James.
And we're going to be commentating this absolute masterclass of a SCRIM. To start it off, we've got me, Swordfighter, versus Rob. Me, Swordfighter, is played by Aiden of Auburn Career Center. Not quite sure who Rob is played by, but we heard it's under. James, over to you. How do you feel about this matchup? Give me some predictions.
I think that's fairly this is the first SCRIM of the season. None of us know quite how the other teams are going. It's looking even right now. Currently, Aiden is also underclassed. So, even on that case, at least. It seems like they're similar skill levels. We gotta be honest here. Both of them seem like they want to keep their distance until they figure out what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I would completely agree with that. You know, so I think it's a very close match. I'm actually very happy to see practice today. Obviously, implicating on the season. There's a little bit of a failed recovery out of Aiden. The North Royalton takes the first shot of the season.
Great upset.
Not quite sure what I'm doing. Not really getting there, anything. Looks like Rob is kind of just putting work. He thought it was pretty even at the start, but it's looking like Rob might take this one away. Just pretty open.
I'm trying to figure out why Rob I think he was trying to figure out what Aiden would do. To my knowledge, I didn't tell what the new sword fighter would do.
That could be a rule break if we make that mistake in the future here. So
And we have lag on the field.
I mean, completely frame skipped. I'm not sure if this is a broadcasting issue or if this is a game issue. So I would say it looks like the server might have crashed because we're still getting the loading.
No
yeah, that's
contest.
exactly what happened. A quick little no contest. A little bit rough start to the SCRIM here, but that's okay. I mean, it's friendly after all, and you know, stuff happens. That's why we do these.
The whole one of this is for practicing to prevent this in the future. The question is it our fault or is it theirs?
Yeah, James, I'm not quite sure, but it looks like you could either crash or disconnecting from it. It's kind of hard to tell when you're not the host whose fault it is, but I'm hoping that our manager and everybody else can get this sorted out real quick so we don't have too much to relay to stream. Outside of that, James, I'd like to ask you a quick question. How do you feel about the... I'm sorry, Jim, my bad. I'm James. Jim, how do you feel about the situation that Auburn Career Center has going into this year? How do you feel about it?
I feel semi-confident. I feel pretty confident. We have one player who is amazing at this game, more than a few who are well enough to go into competition. And although there is a few who don't show the most promise, that just means there's most room to grow.
Yeah, there's some depth to the roster, you know. At the end of the day, you need 4 great players, so... You know, having some depth to add to the rosters for like substitutes or other types of things is pretty valuable.
Do not mind that there is nothing on the screen right now. We are going through the settings to make sure that it is not our problem.
Yeah, and I would just like to ask one more question. Do you think this team's capable of qualifying in the upper half of their region just to qualify to that LAN tournament in the spring or end of winter?
I think there is nothing we cannot do whenever we commentate.
You know, I'd agree with that. I think that with this commentating crew and the energy that this team brings to the table day in and day out, I think that we really can solve the problems that face ahead of us, and I think that this team will be good, you know? I'm hoping we can make it to LANs. I know that we've got some other teams. Looks like managers coming in to update us, so we'll be right back. Give us a quick minute. Let's do that until we... Okay, we're coming back at you. We figured out the difficulties are on our part. Our Switch is struggling to connect to the internet, so we had to close the capture for a certain amount of time as they solve problems with the internal IP address and such. So we are going to be back at you. I would say probably a 5-minute delay on the stream.
We do apologize for the delay.
Yeah, this will not be a normal occurrence. This is just because it's a SCRIM and, you know, this is exactly what you try and find out of a scrim outside of practice. You know, what are the other difficulties that your team is going to have throughout the year that you're going to struggle with? And I think that, you know, sometimes when you do have difficulties, it's almost a good thing because you kind of realize that, hey, we can troubleshoot and fix these problems.
Now, James, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Now, truth be told, this is my first year in esports, so I would like to ask you, how often is it? One moment.
Looks like the capture card's finally working. Looks like we're back connected, so hopefully we can get onto this battle here. But continue to talk.
Anyway, as I was trying to say, I'm so used to Auburn esports. How often is it that we have connection issues?
I wouldn't say much. You know, the biggest issues we had last year was sometimes players weren't as committed as you were hoping they'd be. You know, I had to hide the stream here as they type in the codes. Hopefully they're ready. Looks like not yet. And I'd say we don't normally have a lot of connection issues, though most of my experience comes from the computers rather than the Switch and the setup we have going on here. But I'd say it's not very often, so sometimes when you run into a unique problem like this, it takes some time to fix. It looks like they're typing in the arena ID right now, so hopefully the password can come shortly after, and we'll get right back into this match. Maybe even we'll get a little bit of an advantage because maybe our Mii sword fighter will be able to do a little bit better this time, and we can take down Rob.
I have full faith in him. We can teach him how to do anything. He has everything that shows promise. He's willing to learn. I've seen him at work. He has learned before on short notice. I think give him a couple scrims, and he'll be one of our top players.
Yeah, you know, he has a lot of promise, and I'd honestly say myself that the amount of skill he's already gained from the few practices we've had, and, you know, his ability to absolutely parry anything his opponents throw at him is just, you know, it's top notch. It's hard to compete. So, you know, for a guy who just adds depth to your roster, it's exactly what you're looking for.
I have one more follow-up question.
Yeah, what's up?
How do you feel about parrying?
Parrying. Oh, well, you know, the talent of parrying is very complicated because it technically just boils down to, at the end of the day, can you predict your opponent's moves? And I mean, if you're going to predict them anyway, you probably were going to get some damage. So it actually, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I'd say personally, it takes a little more skill than some people would say.
A lot more level-headed than I thought you would give.
You know, Jim, sometimes you got to keep it respectable for the broadcast, you know. So don't want to get fined by the Super Smash Bros. League.
I'm currently unsure of what map we are playing on, considering the only map down there that is tournament legal is Hollow Bastion. So I'm not certain what they're looking for.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting on a response from the other team here. I'm not quite sure what they're doing.
I'm unaware if you can hear that, but it is currently 3 o'clock, and now a automated system went off at Auburn Career Center. I don't know what purpose it serves because no one is supposed to be here other than us.
Yeah, I'm quite unsure as well. I mean, maybe something for like the janitors or custodian or administrators, but it looks like our match is going to resume here. Let's see if they actually take the stocks down. Production has not contacted us depending on what they're doing, so we'll see exactly how they decide to take it out. It looks like they're not going to take the stocks. They're going straight for the play. Okay. He actually is going to take the lead here. A little bit familiar with the last match. We'll see if we can get a hang of it again. I'm losing a little bit at the end of this last match. Yeah, of course. So, how do you feel now after seeing what happened? We didn't want from these two kind of situation in a normal
What I'm looking for here is, I say it's always better to take a stop. There's nothing you can do wrong as long as you get a stop. As long as you help someone else, you yourself. And it's looking a lot like one big thing going on here. You need to start with there and combo into him. And it seems like that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, and a little bit of a fail recovery there again. I mean, I'm just getting edge guarded, so not really an easy one, but yeah, it takes me to stop. Not a lot of this. Just double it there with a nice little.
Sometimes I think that no
Yeah, tough recovery there. Maybe something sort of to look forward to, like, you know, try and practice carry there, but man, you really just want to see stock out of it. Very I don't know if that's going to happen. is a little bit disheartening to watch your guy most likely get 3 stock here, but at least he's got some stuff to work on. Yeah, and up smash is gonna end that one. Pretty anticlimactic.
Raw wins.
You know, stuff to look forward to. A little bit of recovery mistakes. I mean, I could have got stock if it wasn't for those falls, I would say.
I saw a definite change. It's not his work. He was improving on the fly. He was trying to anticipate his attacks. The skill is just below where it needs to be. I think he can do this.
Yeah, I think he could definitely find a stock or two in future matches. I mean, that's kind of what you're asking for him lead off, you know. He's trying to throw a guy out there just trying to chip away at somebody maybe a little bit better than him, maybe not. I mean, hey, you never know. And for a guy that really does just round out the roster, I think that was a pretty solid performance. And definitely shown some promise in a lot of nice areas to improve. So,
Seems like we are either getting a
Kirby!
Oh, I know this person. If you have seen one of our recordings,
that
you know
seems like this is Carter Papadopoulos.
this is Carter Papadopoulos.
He's had probably the most legendary moment in Auburn Career Center esports history with the commentary through that game, and I think that this is where we'll start to see a little bit more pushback from Auburn Career Center, a little bit more of a fight, some would say. So I'm really looking forward to this one, Jim. What do you think?
You see, I've seen Pop-Dop in work. I've seen Pop-Dop in both real life and in Smash Bros.
Oh my goodness, and they chose Pikachu. What a reminiscent thing. I think we're gonna have to commentate in the same style that we commentated last time, just for the old time's sake. So here we go. Pikachu starts out with an early lead, Kirby taking a lot of damage, 17%. Gets nothing there. Pikachu still being a little bit better than the last Pikachu I think we watched. I mean, James, he's already at 50%. This is kind of crazy. Not really a great showing. Gets a nice little attack there, back up to 20%, but not really a lot going. Misses a down B, gets hit by the up air. Gets a nice down air. That's a good start. Back to 72%, 29, 73 now. And James, I mean, what do you think you started battle so far?
However, I've seen how that for those who haven't seen the video, one of our first instances of commentators, we saw an absolute heavyweight match between Pop-Dop and one of our own characters. I'm hoping we can recreate that. What happened was Pop-Dop led the whole time. That little guy. I apologize for the slow commentary here. This is an entertaining watch.
You want me to take it back? Take it back. Papadop takes the stock out from Pikachu. A little bit of a rough, but he's gotten some back. And boom, that's one down as he absolutely slams Pikachu out of the arena. It's okay though, Pikachu is still doing just fine. He's still got the momentum in his favor, but a lot closer than what we saw at the start of the match. Though Pikachu's taking a little bit of stock early on again back. Now we saw the last stock. Kirby in trouble, 8% to 86, both on 2 stocks, still in one's game. Pikachu's just getting a few solid attacks, and I think this is a little bit of a difference between Pop-Dop, who's used to facing some of his own teammates, so when he gets a Pikachu playing a different style, it's a little tough for him to adapt, but I think he'll come really strong out in the third stock, and this time he'll get some good damage, get himself back into this match. Yep, he gets a nice attack there. James, I don't know if you're seeing the same thing I am, but I'm thinking Kirby's going to get a comeback here. I mean, it just looks like he's starting to take control of this match, starting to think better. Nice little down B there. Kirby walks, or Pikachu, sorry, wins it. So straight to another attack. Kirby getting a juggle up to 70%. Notice how I said 50% earlier. Now it looks like he might even win this stock. Gets hit by the side B, a little rough, but he's still alive. Looks like we have a little bit of lag here. Gets a nice up B to get more damage. Nice
Is anyone
Kirby takes the lead. He gets more damage. 17% to 130%. This is the side B. Kirby not out of the arena yet. Pikachu can't get that final hit. Down B up to 40%. What a down B. What a play from Kirby. Carter taking the lead again. This is what we show. The absolute resilience out of this man is absolutely immaculate. And I think he might win. 1-1. Kirby going into this last stock with a full lead of 40%. Gets the side B up to 50%. Carter's only a few hits away, 56. He has so much momentum going into this battle right now. And honestly, I don't see a way that he's not going to pull this one out. Down B again, up to 80% to 26. Oh my god, what a match. Can Carter pull out the first win for Auburn Career Center in this scrim? He needs to get this one. He's got the moveset. He's got the moveset. Side B.
In his own game. There is nothing better than popping up with others. He's got this. I believe wholeheartedly in Pop-Dop. And if we're lucky, it's almost exactly how it was before.
Kirby. 40%, Pikachu 108%. A solid lead for Kirby, but not quite over yet. Pikachu might try another down B tactic. Kirby misses a down B, kind of far away. Shields an attack, doesn't get the damage. Pikachu's shield is nice and low. Kirby missing a few more attacks and kind of keeping distance right now, recharging some of their shields and everything like that. And Kirby with the comeback!
You love to see it.
Carter Papadopoulos' absolutely masterclass performance on the comeback. What a play by Carter. Absolutely perfect game.
That's why I bet on him. And now you should bet on me, because I'm up next.
What a play. Looks like we're going to get Jim into the match. Jim, can you get another commentator in here for me? Alright, looks like I just got ignored by Jim, so that's very entertaining. Oh, it looks like we'll be joined by Noah. Actually, Noah had a previous appearance on our channel when he was playing Pikachu himself in that legendary matchup. It was nice to see a little bit of almost recreation of that matchup, except we were actually going against another team there. How do you feel about that game, Noah?
Well, pretty good. Carter did amazing, and I really like his performance. Honestly, I couldn't have done better myself.
Yeah, man, it was electric. We were a little worried getting off on that start of the match. Started off a little rough, but, you know, we had confidence in him. We've seen his comebacks before, you know, and getting to see some of those side smash. I mean, it's just great performance altogether. And, you know, I had to bring out the old style commentary just because of the type of matchup we had. Kirby Pikachu is always going to be a classic here at Auburn Career Center. So, you know, you're the team captain, so I'm going to ask you some questions, you know, from James himself. First question I got. How do you feel about your team this year? You guys confident going into it?
I'm feeling very confident. Even if we don't start off strong, I know that we always gotta come back with it. And no matter what, I believe in my team.
Choose your
It
fighter.
doesn't matter if you do bad. It doesn't matter if you do good.
Kushina.
I think you do the best that you can. And that's all I have to say.
All right, I want to ask you, how far do you think your team's going to go this year? You actually think you qualify for the regionals? Do you win regionals? Do you think we're going to states? Or where do you guys think you're at in terms of that right now?
I'm hoping we can at least qualify for regions. Winning might be a challenge, but you never know. We'll get to it once we get to it. And hey, if we pass, then we pass.
Out of those first two matches, did you notice any certain trait that your players possessed or anything of that sort?
Determination.
Determination. Okay, can you elaborate?
Well, let's see. With Carter,
Ready?
even though he was first, he never backed down.
He never back down. He never gives up.
Never backed down.
All right, I don't want to cut you off too hard, but it looks like our match is about to start here, and I want to get some pre-match commentary. So we got Lucina, who is actually played by Jim, or some would call him Chris, and it's not actually his main. He does main Joker, so we're gonna see how he does. Though he started to play a lot of Lucina, and he's going to play Isabel. He gets a nice lead on that 40% there. He's looking pretty strong so far. What do you think, Noah? I want your opinion early on in this match, and maybe a little bit of commentary for yourself as well.
Yeah, honestly, he wasn't really that great against
He takes a little bit of damage there, a little bit rough ending to that stock, I would say, but, you know, momentum's a little bit out of his favor, but I got confidence in him. I mean, we are the comeback club, if I would say so myself, so I wouldn't be too concerned, and I mean, at this point, you're just hoping to get, like right there, I was about to say, you get some nice parries, and he finally lands one. We saw a few missed ones earlier, so I'm just kind of hoping he goes for some regular attacks here, personally. I think that this Isabel is pretty solid against the parry, and I want to see something a little more unique out of him, you know?
That's one of the main problems that we had last year.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we can hope that he takes the stock, though it's not looking too great right now. I mean, all he needs is one nice attack here. I mean, just as I was talking, you know, so he gets the stock there. I mean, what are you hoping from this match from this point on? You want one more stock, or do you think you can come back?
I
looks like he got up to a little bit of a rough start. He's kind of getting juggled right now, and he misses another parry. Misses as well. Just right shield, not very good, but I mean, anything's possible right now. We just saw Carter come back from a great match there. And kind of just hoping he can get that same kind of feel. That energy stays with him. I mean, he's getting some momentum. Something to look forward to.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, you want to try giving a little bit of live commentary?
So, now we got Chris doing some normal attacks, and then a little bit of dodge. Oh, we gotta grab.
A little bit of skill.
Kind of twin block.
I mean, it looks like they're kind of keeping their space now. I'm a little shocked that Isabel wants to keep space, and all they need is one big attack. That's going to be game. Chris taking down one stock, but not much more. How do you feel about that?
I feel it's okay. Honestly, like I said before, I just ask that you do your best. Honestly, I've done worse than Chris in matches. And honestly, with myself, I felt pretty good. But nevertheless, I gotta keep trying. That's all you gotta do.
That quite possibly.
All right, everybody.
The worst.
You're gonna have a game without me. I've gotta go for it.
You hate to see it. That quite possibly might have been the worst I have ever played in my life. We heard from the refs. That was the same Isabella who was the bane of our existence last year. That was the same Isabella from last year. Now, in case you don't know, she quite possibly wiped the floor with everything.
I was just talking about that, not gonna lie.
It was horrifying. I was not there to see it myself, but it was. I've seen what remains of the people.
Yeah, with
Their
it.
soul remained shattered from the absolute monstrosity she inflicted.
Yes, I have faced this Isabella.
3, 2, 1,
To be honest, I just
go!
When she kept getting me with the fish hook, I wasn't able to escape. But I'm glad that he at least got the stock over. That's all I have.
The bar was low, but dang, my friend. Up here we have Kyle versus someone else from Auburn. And it's looking a bit like Kyle has the lead, which is saying something. He claims that he is not the He claims that. I think that he has more skill than he says.
With himself, but Carter definitely has a lot more skill. He never backs down, never gives up. Hey,
And that's why he's aiming. Kyle's got it. As he starts to think too much.
yeah, I've seen him from a couple matches.
Failed recovery from the Yoshi. I'm not entirely certain gameplay.
Me too. Now it's kind of a little bit of an even match. Both have two stocks.
Where he just stands that one. And I'm It's fairly even. He has the lead now, but both 2 seconds. Fairly high percentages. One smash attack finally instead.
That's fair. There we go.
However, the Yoshi is at 120. Still pretty much.
Back to an even
the one.
With the dash attack that he
Got the Yoshi takes the win.
It was a good match.
Yoshi wins!
It's as I said earlier, as long as you take a stock off, you are helping your team. That's all that matters. Kyle is back.
Whoa, who's Kyle?
And we both forgot which one we are. Just like that, Noah is gone, and it is depressing. However, at least he had the 2 originals back.
Choose your fighter!
One big send up. I assume that means Noah is going to
K. Rool!
Oh, it's Owen. I never learned his name. I go to school with him. Owen. I figured it out.
It's Owen. This is our anchor for our team here, so I mean, we really want a strong performance from him. So, you know, anything short of, I mean, 2 stocks left in a win would be a little bit disappointing, I'd almost say.
I think that you are setting him up to fail with such high expectations. However, before you say something, I will also admit he crushed all of us. In case you weren't present or don't know the story, every member of the Smash Bros. Team this year went against Owen, and he kept the same stocks the whole time. The only person who did anything was, I believe it was me, who took 1 stock. We took 1 stock collectively. So,
yeah, we did 2 different crew battles. So the first one, the only stock was taken by Jim, and the second one, me and Noah both took a stock, but I mean, he won both of them. Not too much here. So, I mean, what do you think about this matchup?
Byleth versus King K. Rool. Now,
3,
as you don't know, Byleth is
1,
DLC.
go!
Here, I don't fully remember what he does. However, I do know he's from Kingdom Hearts. Those Kingdom... No, I apologize. That was incredibly wrong.
You know, I think what I know is that King K. Rool's getting off to a great start here. I mean, he's shown some good prowess. He's kind of playing a little more passive than he has to do. So I kind of wish he was getting a little aggressive, you know. First advantage that he needs to just take advantage of the shot. He's winning, you know, he's a tank, he's winning. He's going to get some good moves here. One great move and good stock, 45%. Yeah, I mean, this is, the matches against King K. Rool, they go quick, you know. You either get destroyed or you put up a great fight. And, I mean, I think he's putting up a good fight right now. Definitely pretty reminiscent of how it normally goes, but oh my goodness, he almost gets a spike. I mean, the spike didn't hit, but it was enough to get him to basically ST here at like 20%. King K. Rool might even get the 3 stock. I said I wanted 2, but it's looking pretty good. I mean, this is a pretty dominant performance. I don't know if you would agree with that.
I must admit, we all should learn from him. It's very clear he knows.
I mean, this is just what a absolutely masterclass level performance. And I mean, I think there's only one way to describe how he will handle this. I would say that he absolutely slapped Byleth in this matchup. I mean, truly beautiful. I think that gives me a lot of confidence myself, because even if the rest of the team gets a little bit wrecked, I mean, we've got an anchor and a half for us to deal with.
I think that we should all learn from him. Because he, no matter what, no matter who he plays, knows how to work us. That did not come out right. However,
oh, looks like we're gonna get Noah here. Sorry to cut you off there, Bourbon. Noah, I would say, is probably our most, I would almost say, heart attack play. You know, I think he gets it done, but man, it's a lot of close matches. You know, he really doesn't. If you don't know how to deal with side Bs, then you are going to get destroyed by Noah. I mean, his ability to use both of his side Bs on Pyro and Mithra is just immaculate. I mean, it's tough, especially if you're a newer player, you don't know their moveset very well. I mean, you are going to get destroyed. And I don't mean new as in like never played the game. I just mean don't memorize every single moveset. I mean, He's pretty good. I mean, there's a reason he's our team captain here, and I think that I've got a lot of confidence with him going into this season, being able to take some players down. What about yourself?
I think that he is almost exactly what you want in an 18. He is nice to be around. He's good at the game.
Ready?
And he teaches others. I think that's exactly what you want. And it's the same person, presumably. Hopefully.
I mean,
It's-
looks like they're bringing the same guy out because I think they want to give him a little bit more experience there. I mean, we kind of pinned him up against our ace.
This isn't exactly the most.
One.
Yeah, and it was a little bit rough on his part. Like I said, they could be on that start, side B to start everything.
We are practicing a little lag here.
Yeah, the captain card we have is not exactly the newest, and brightest, and best. So we do our best to play around with that. I mean, I think you can see pretty well.
Speaking of what's going on, you can almost see.
Right here.
Back up.
I don't know if he's done any damage outside the side B, but why would you need to? He's got 70% just by himself there. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to see it again.
That's enough.
That's pretty good so far. I mean, we're gonna get a little bit of a frame skip. This might be a disconnect, actually. I think we might be having some network issues again, which would be a little disappointing because we got to see a pretty good start from Noah here. Yeah, it looks like we got another disconnect. Not quite sure whose side this is on. I don't think it'll be our side because we have a lot of practice where we weren't really having connection issues online. So I'd like to believe this one's not on us, but it's possible. Doesn't look like it is because it looks like we're still connected. But I could be wrong. But I feel pretty good about that performance so far. I mean, he showed some good prowess. I mean, like I said, those side Bs. I mean, that's there we go. Don't want to show
You
that.
saw
on
nothing
stream.
there.
They can see the ID. They don't have the password. It's okay. I hit it before last time. You mind going out there and telling them to let us know when they type that password in, and
I don't mind at all, James
I'll-
and Jim.
I'll keep this viewership company here. I mean, as we go into these matches. So you've seen most of our players so far. We've got a few more guys, some depth to the roster here. And you get to see a lot about Noah, but that's okay. I would like to remind everybody that those two Kirby players were different people. So the first Kirby you saw was Carter. The second one would be our world famous actor Kyle McCann. And I would like to say that I think we've seen a lot of great matches from our players today, but definitely left some room to be desired. What do you think?
I think that we are amazing. So far, no ID is back in. We're currently waiting for North to get a hold of their Wi-Fi. However, during this downtime, it's important to ask oneself, how can you improve at whatever it is you're doing? No matter what it is that you love or what you're doing, you could always be better. And so what I think the smart thing to do is to watch someone who's better than you. And with that being said, how do you think you can be more like Owen?
Yeah, I think that something Owen does really well is when other people try and attack him, he just counters so well. I mean, it's really tough to hit the guy when you just get hit by 7 moves in a row. He's also pretty good at combos. You know, he uses every type of ability he has. He doesn't forget about one or another. He doesn't try and spam one the whole game unless if it's obviously working. So, I'd say that a lot of us can learn just by using our whole toolkit. I'd say.
Very informative.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to go into a little bit of break on the stream here. So I think we'll say probably about 5 minutes, maybe a little shorter. Everybody can go use the restroom, get some water, and we'll see you guys in a few. Okay, and it looks like we
Your
are
fighter.
back. We're gonna play again here. I wonder if we're Royalton or not.
I assume we are because it was just a Wi-Fi connection issue, and it still feels bad to have him gypped out.
Yeah, so I think personally, if I am correct here, this will be our 5th match.
Yeah.
I believe. Yes, I believe we had Aiden, legendary actor Kyle McCann, Carter Papadopoulos, and Chris plays.
Go!
This will actually be for the lead in the scrim. Oh, yeah. This will be for the lead. Hopefully Noah can get off to another good start here. Fast music game. What do you think, James? How do you want him to handle this start after kind of getting gypped out at some percent? How do you want him to handle it?
I don't know if you saw this at the end of the last round, but Bailey was gonna die.
Yeah, it looks like Bailiff might have got some coaching here. He's keeping his distance on the sideline type plays. And yeah, Noah's got off to a little bit of a struggling start, but it's okay. He obviously is going to be too much. A little bit concerning after watching him take percentages from both teams. It's still pretty
That is what I believe is mine. No matter what. I agree with that. This Bailey is much better in short time. Amazing coaching. And I love this. Or, you know what?
Yeah, I mean, I think personally myself, I think Bailiff has learned to recognize this a little bit. I think that Noah's not that Noah's not giving you a side. I just think they're more aware now. Amazing. Yeah, it's a huge up. Well, I will say this Bailiff is definitely struggling with getting that final hit. 117. As I say that, it goes. Yeah. Well, what do you think you have to do to actually take this step?
Win this game. Let's get Bailey off the ledge. Now, I'm not saying this is being smart. I would say, like, I need to try to come back from the ledge. That throwing the sword or just by doing that. He thrives to come away from that ledge. So as long as he can get him off for a second, if he's there by himself, he's got this.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty solid start to the second stop. The very beginning of it was a little rough, but it's definitely making some good moves. I'm a little concerned. I think it's looking a little bit worse than before. They're getting some very nice blocks, I would say, but I still think he's got it in him again. I'm back so far.
Oh, it's not 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's
absolute crazy shit.
It's hit by that up. Just a little bit more to make sure you can get at least 2 stocks here. So I'm still feeling pretty comfortable about this matchup, though. It's looking definitely a little rougher than we saw.
He's also trying to be he's learning how to play this game. Rather,
yeah, I'm a little worried here. I'd say for the stock, I'm hoping you can get some more, but at this point, you're just hoping you can get the 2 stocks here, so leave your teammates in a good position. We'll see if Noah can pull that off. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a little
you're up. I apologize. It's like a ghost takes over me every time I see everything.
yeah, and I mean, you definitely have to wonder what was the outcome of this match. The start happened.
It's
SC failed recovery a little bit rough of a move there.
It was close. He took 2 stocks.
Solid.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Royalton can go up 3-2 in this scrimmage. I mean, you know, it does make you wonder what would happen if Noah had that almost stock secured that he started with before that disconnect. Or you do wonder. Who do you think's going to be going up next?
To my knowledge, I believe we are out.
Choose your fighter.
I believe we're going to start repeats. And by my knowledge, that should be Aiden. However, there is another person in the Smash Bros. Team. I'm unaware if they have arrived yet. It's around the time they normally do. I'm thinking we're just going to have to wait to find out. We're going to see it first. Who is it?
Yeah. Oh, looks like they have arrived.
Kirby.
He's going to choose Kirby as well for the third Kirby member we've
Third
seen.
Kirby. However, you must say, this is the first one that hasn't gone with the Meta Knight outfit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little concerned. He normally plays Sonic, so I'm not quite aware. Does he normally play Kirby? Do you know? Does he have a lot of experience on Kirby, or
He
what's
has
the
told me
situation?
in private that the 2 characters he plays the most is Kirby and Sonic.
Okay.
We have seen him play as Sonic. I believe you saw him on a recording once. He is constantly asking how he can improve. And I love that mentality. It is amazing. Every time he plays a match, he'll ask, what did I do? How can I get better? And I think that is an amazing mentality to have. And the question is, I don't believe any of us has really seen him play Kirby.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's secretly one of the best players. You never really know. I mean, I would 100% agree with you on that mentality. I mean, it's the perfect mentality. I mean, everything you want in a player is basically just them asking, how can I get better? How can I get better? How can I get better? And then watching them practice and apply that. I mean, it's truly brilliant. I mean, again, it's exactly what you want to see. I mean, you can't really ask for much more out of a player than just that willingness to learn. And I mean, not just a player, but you know, at the end of the day, it's high school esports. Having that mentality and seeing that go into the real world, I mean, that's beautiful. You know, it's truly amazing. So hopefully we get to see this match here. I mean, obviously rooting for our guy. Maybe he can tie it up for us before we have to go into the game. Play Roy, so definitely a interesting matchup here. See how he can deal with the sword fighter.
This is currently... Now, Roy was first introduced in Melee. I don't quite remember what his moveset is, but I do believe it is...
3, 2,
not the same.
1, go!
I know I've gone against... So we should have at least some idea.
Yeah, I mean, actually, looks like he was taking a really good grab. The grab. It's very interesting. Kirby trying to get that side beat, and actually does land it somewhat. I mean, yeah, maybe upbeat, but looks like this Roy might be a parry user himself based off the start of this match. Good little recovery from Kirby. Gets a nice down B. I mean, I was really impressive with this attack as well. I mean, it's a lead, and Roy cannot recover. There we go. I mean, again, it's exactly what you want to try and run and adapt as the game goes throughout, but he takes the early lead, and you know, you're hoping you can get a little more out of this stock. It's okay, because you got that lead, so let's see exactly what he does. Well, it doesn't look like he's going to get anything else out of that stock, but that's okay. Goes for it again, and Roy is expecting that one. Maybe a little bit of a misplay, but you know, he'll be sure to correct that as we know from his well, not too much anymore, but pretty good start. What do you think about this match so far? Give me a little bit of analyst on the moves that they're trying to use.
One analyst here. I apologize. I know I'm supposed to be talking. That was it. Anyway, as I was attempting to say, it really seems like Kirby is trying to get far away, jump up, and hit him out an up here and down here. Roy, when he's trying to feel like he's getting close to hitting the smash, going for a pair. That's too much of that, I would say.
Yeah, a little bit of analyst work for myself. I would say he's kind of trying to Roy off. That's pretty low, a little shaky, so I think anyone to get him off the way. Roy's kind of adapting to that, though. You know, he's not really letting it get Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, that's going to be just enough from Roy to get the stock. I mean, after watching him take that early shoot, I really thought Kirby might have a good chance to win the matchup, but I'd say Roy adapted quite well there. I mean, you've got to give props to the North Royalton players when they deserve it, and I would say that he learned very well, and I think that Brady is probably out there asking, what could I have done better, and, you know, really trying to get better. And, I mean, it was close to 2 stocks. And at the end of the day, he did get a stock, so he's contributed to the team.
As long as you're doing that, and you're helpful.
I mean, if you think about it, 3 people, and Owen only has to take out 3 people. I mean, we've seen him take out 5, so what's 3 going to do?
Take out 5 people at once.
And it looks like we're going to start repeating here. I mean, he did not change his moveset, so that's a little concerning.
I'm going to go inform them because I will not let this happen.
Yeah. We'll have a quick little pause on the stream commentary.
Choose your fighter. The sword fighter.
Alright, and we're coming back at it looks like Bazinga Man's gonna go as a wolf. North Royalton has a lot of Smash players on their team.
3,
A lot of Smash players. Or is it
1,
person?
go!
Playing a bunch of different characters. That'd be pretty funny if you ask me, but we are gonna see weird matchups. I think we're gonna see a lot of confrontation and a lot of characters. I would like to see in my opinion, that's the toughest thing. That parry attack. Can we just notice this legendary 6-7 What a coincidence.
You see. Get shot on the stage, but he's fine. He's next.
Really interesting battle. We see both of them parry there. A little bit of an interesting combination. And Bazinga is actually taking the solution here. I mean, it's impressive.
That Bazinga Man really tries to upbeat on the ground. However, he's using the same upbeat link, which does not go in the air unless you're all so it is a little bit harder.
Yeah, I mean, we all make some mistakes on here.
Major parry.
Yeah, I mean, we also mistakes. I mean, for myself, I would sorry, we'll put pause on the screen here. We've got some production to do. Okay, we've just got some word that our mic is a little quiet, so I'm gonna bump it up about 8 decibels, so hopefully that fixes the issue here. Sorry if you guys are struggling to hear us throughout the day. I mean, I'm sure you've definitely heard some of the calls when they get a little more eccentric, as one may say. But looks like since we started commentating, it looks like me Sword Fighter was actually doing pretty well, though he did take some damage just as I was about to give those compliments out. But I mean, it was definitely a lot better performance than we saw at the start of the day. You know, he got the 1 stock, and now we're seeing a lot better. He's even looking like he might win this, but a little bit of a rough.
You lose a stock, but I do believe we can go back to this. It's a good trade there. He's going for a tornado.
Yeah, but he's gonna get it.
We'll pass the reflector.
Yeah. Not gonna recover. I mean, this is sorry. It's truly anyone's game, but what do you have to say?
I must say, I think I know how this will be. And as much as I have full faith in him, he loves to go for one end. Every time that we'll he likes to go for one end, he likes to use the side beam, which will send him into free fall. So if he ever goes off the stage with that accidental, he's not coming back. And I do have a fear that's going to happen. However, he's gotten a lot better with that over the games that I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I've got confidence in our guy. I mean, we saw a great attack. He's actually taking the lead back from Wolf. I mean, we've seen can play really well in the middle of these stocks. I don't know if you've noticed that yourself. The middle of these stocks has gone really well for him. He's been struggling with the start and end of them, though, so you're a little bit worried for that.
Getting a little high damage right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty close, but I mean, anything's possible. Just a few good attacks from him will take the win. I mean, he's taking more damage, but at this point, light hits aren't going to do as much as just getting a solid smash attack is all it's going to need here. That's not going to do it, surprisingly enough. 163 still alive, 173 now still alive. Ooh, that's enough.
It's enough smash.
Yeah, but I would say much better performance.
You're good, but
This is what I said earlier. He's learning. He knows how to learn. I like this about him.
Yeah, I mean, definitely better than the first we saw from him. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And yeah.
There's a fly on the wall that keeps showing up, and I'm unaware if it's friend or foe. However,
What?
I'm on my dramatic stuff again. I apologize. It seems like we're indecisive on who's going up next again. I thought we would just be going how we were before.
Yeah,
At least it would be Pop It Up going.
I do personally wonder if the other team is deciding if they want to continue or if that was their last guy or what's going on with that. So we're going to go ask production for some information.
Choose your fighter. Luigi. One, go!
All right, well, the commentators are back, and there's 3 of us now, so
We have a treat for you.
we've got Noah in here with us, and we've got Carter playing again. He's going to play his second game. He's been picking up Luigi pretty well, I'd say, so far. So looking forward to seeing exactly what he can do here against his Pikachu. I mean, we know he beat him before on the Kirby, so can he beat him with Luigi? I mean,
A double down B for Pikachu. A little disheartening, but... and he recovers because he thrives under pressure.
yeah, I mean, I'm not worried in the slightest. I mean, we saw what he could do before. I mean, this is basically the same position he was in against this Pikachu, and the comeback was immaculate. So hopefully we can see that again.
It is it's looking a little in favor of the Pikachu, but it's really coming right back over to Pop It Up.
Yeah, I mean, Papadop's definitely shown some good resistance here, and Luigi, I mean, in the last 50%, Luigi's been
he recovers.
dominant. Yeah, I mean, that's some nice recovery here. Pikachu not being able to get the finishing move is going to be huge against Luigi. I mean, if Pikachu can't get finishing moves, which we did see was a slight problem for him when he was playing Kirby, I mean, Papadop could really just take that out, for himself. I mean, if he could get him up to even like 80%, it would be a huge comeback on just the stock, And like I was saying before, again, Pikachu not able to get the finishing moves off is going to be absolutely critical in this game.
And unfortunately, that's a stop taken away from Luigi.
Yeah, he's going to get some nice attacks. He's going to bring it back. I mean, I have full faith in him to be able to bring it back.
And it's a nice play. I apologize. But he's taking damage. He's got this. It's a really big lead for Luigi right now. Not in stocks, but definitely in damage. I think as long as he can hit, maybe not be, I think that it's almost
Yeah, no, I think it's a good time to ask you. I would like to ask, what have you seen out of this match so far? What do you think could be improved for Luigi, and what have you liked?
So far, I've seen pretty good determination from Luigi, pretty good recovery. Very, very good. I like to see that in all of my teammates. So far, what I think can be improved is maybe a little bit more. That was really good. But maybe a little bit more speed with the reaction time. Seems like
And it's a down smash!
No, we got some very, very electric commentating there from Jim for a moment, and I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, that was a down smash, and it was what we needed. Luigi picks up the stock, picks up some momentum, and again, I mean, this is Carter we're talking about here. No match is over if Carter's playing it, so unfortunately, side smash is rough. What do you guys think Carter needs to do to be able to secure 2 stocks here? What do you think is, at this point, is probably your goal? I mean, never mind. What a beautiful attack there. Maybe he can just take this one outright. Again, it's Carter. The comeback's going to happen. And, I mean, he has actually shown a ton of momentum here. The momentum is completely swayed. I mean, if this was like a car rolling down a hill, somebody just stepped on the pedal. And, I mean, I have just seen great resilience from Carter throughout this season so far. I mean, truly, no game is ever over when Carter's playing. He actually just slides it up. I mean, that is some diabolical level work from Carter there. Basically, when he played 0% and just took a free stock almost. I mean,
Excuse me for a second here. I might be wrong. I don't know Luigi. But if I'm right... And it's a side smash! Anyway.
And it is a side smash indeed. Luigi back in the lead. I mean, this is just beautiful from Carter. I mean, this Pikachu is going to have PTSD every time he's in the lead for the rest of the season. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's going to shatter his confidence. I mean, Carter just shattering his confidence here. If Pikachu can't pick up this win, we might see some rough reaction in the North Royalton, North Royalton room, and it looks like they're dancing here.
You love to see it!
And Carter takes the win!
And that's why I bet on Pompadot.
I mean, Carter, the comeback kid, the comeback king. Is this Tom Brady? I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I mean, who needs Owen when you could just bring in Carter and he just takes everything on the last stock? I mean, this is just beautiful. I mean, I don't even know how to commentate this. This is just absolutely amazing. I mean, totally outclassed by the comeback kid. You know what? Bring him in here for some questions. Bring him in here.
Let's bring him. The king is sitting on his throne and will not be taken by lowly servants by us. I'm going to go take his place. Wish me luck and hope I do better than last time.
let's go, let's go.
Yeah, let's go, Jim. So Noah, what have you seen so far out of these scrims? And I mean, how do you feel? You still confident in your team? Has anything shifted in your brain in terms of how good people have played, or I mean, just how we feeling?
So far, nothing's really shifted that much. Everybody, I've seen great determination from them, great recoveries. Everybody's at least taken a stock off. Nobody's been 3 stocked so far.
Well, I mean, either way, I mean, yeah, I think this is like the perfect level of scrim, though. I mean, you can't ask for much more out of a scrim than getting to see a very close match. I think it's 3-5 right now, and we've had 2 matches that have come down to the wire that we've lost. So I mean, we could have gone in our favor, and that includes a very dominant 3-stock performance from Owen that we saw earlier. I mean, it was a masterclass. There's not much else to say about it. So I'd say this would be a pretty fair matchup. I actually hope we get to go against this team in the regular season. I think it will provide a very, very fun, electric match.
I mean, we did last year, so there's always a chance.
Yeah, it looks like, sorry not to cut you off, but it looks like we finally get to see a Kirby out of the other team. I mean, we have been, spamming is the only word I can know, though. What I will say is, our Joker has some experience playing Kirby's. The practice we get to do here, he plays Kirby's a lot, because we have 2 Kirby mains and another one who plays Kirby as their second, so I have a lot of confidence in him. I'm not quite sure why Kirby is doing this. He's just charging Joker's meter and not really getting any advantage. So I don't know why Kirby's doing that. A little bit of a misplay, but Joker's got his power now. And I mean, this is where you'll see him play very well. He's gonna hit some solid parries, I would presume. You know, not quite one there, but that's okay. I would worry. This Kirby looks like he knows how to. He's gonna grab a lot when he tries to parry. So I wouldn't spam it. But that is a brilliant move from Joker there. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like as a Kirby, you almost have to just stay away from Joker as much as you can in this power. What do you think?
I think that's really good. Not gonna lie, we've seen some pretty good things from him. And he recovered, and that's a great recovery right there.
You know, we get a little bit of a reaction we hear from him out there. He got a little crazy. He thought he wasn't gonna recover, but he did. I mean, this is great. I mean, first of all, he gets the stock though. Second of all, that meter is charged. I mean, every attack that he takes when he doesn't go out of the arena is just perfect, because if he can get that power back, that's gonna be extremely helpful. And it looks like he might get it up pretty soon, and that's gonna be an advantage. Now, if he goes out, I mean, he's gonna have the advantage going to the next thing, and Kirby cannot eat this damage. He cannot afford to just get damage anymore like that in trade, and that's gonna be a disconnect. That's a little brutal. North Royalton having a lot of internet issues today, and you know, what do you think about the start of this match? Personally, my thoughts are really, I really liked it. I like to see Chris playing his main here. I know we didn't get to see it earlier, and I think that he played very well. You know, a little bit of struggle early on it looked, and then, you know, as a Joker player does, he gets his power and he gets a great comeback. So I mean, how do you feel?
I feel great. Honestly, that was an amazing startup. Great comeback. Not gonna lie. You never know what's gonna happen, but with what I've seen today, it's limitless. Honestly, limitless. And all you can hope for is that you do this. All you can hope for.
Yeah, and I mean, if you say so, I would say that one
A rush attack so smooth it nearly put out our enemy.
Okay. Thank you, Jim, for the little bit of commentary there. But, I mean, you know, there's 3-5 going into that match, and Chris took a dominating lead, so you could almost call it 4-5. Though they didn't finish the match out, but he was definitely in the lead. So, you know, Auburn Career Center kind of coming back a little bit, you want to say. I mean, getting a little bit of confidence. You might see even a swing in the scoreboard. Not quite sure.
Definitely. The only thing I can hope for is that I actually do better in my match myself. Honestly, I feel like I could have done a lot better with my life. But you never know what's gonna happen. And after a while, you kind of get stuck. So either you gotta change things up, or you're just stuck where you are and you're out.
Yeah, I was meaning to ask you some questions about your match personally. So my first question was there anything about when you use your side B on Mithra, I believe, do you try and time it when they're in the air, or how do you manage that side B in a way that's so effective?
So with the side B, I like to try and calculate my distance first, because
we're ending the stream. Oh, okay. Continue, sorry. A little bit of production interruption, sorry guys.
Well, let's get back to the things, and I like to calculate my distance first, because if you don't calculate your distance, then you can just end up right in front of them, and that's perfectly setting up for a side smash or a down smash. So you definitely want to make sure you calculate that first. And with them being in the air, it's not really the biggest thing that I go for. With Mithra, that's more of a pyro thing for me. I like to make sure that if I'm doing my side B, that they fall back onto the flaming sword if that's possible. But with Mithra, it's mostly just try and get in close, try to get as much damage as possible. And then you have my up B, which is also very calculated. That's more for when I'm in the air. With me in the air, I never want to fall back into where the enemy could be. So hitting the up B is a good way to try and stagger them and keep them from getting closer to me, and making sure that I have the advantage on them once I land back again.
All right, I got one last question before we end the stream here. So your match had a little bit of a disconnect early, while you basically almost had a whole stock lead on him. How do you feel about that? Do you think you would have won if maybe that disconnect didn't happen?
Honestly, I probably would have won. I think he knew my strategy after the disconnect, and honestly, with me, I feel like I need to come up with either strategies on the spot a little bit faster, or at least trying to make a couple strategies here and there to try and see that I'm not just repeating the same moves over and over again. Because with BioLife, that's kind of what happened, and I needed to switch things up. Unfortunately, that didn't.
Okay, well, thank you, and thank you to anyone who tuned into the stream or the VOD for the stream, and that's going to be it for today, and thanks for watching.
See you next time.